Hey, good. I guess you could say almost good early evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my July review, my July edition of my comics review on the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book, and video review or review of issue 227, part 2 of Sonic Genesis event. Now, I had a feeling this was going to arrive 3 days or 2.5 days, 2 days before my birthday. A day and a half now, if you will. It arrived this morning in the mail. In fact, it was the only thing that arrived in the morning, this mail for my family. So arriving, like I say, 2 days before my birthday, day and a half now, I guess you could say. And that was really good. That was really good. And the way I looked at it was, I had a feeling, like I said, it was going to come today, because I looked down from the last time I got my issue, which was 226, and it was around the same time it was around the same time last month. So if this is around the same time, then you're possibly looking at the next issue coming probably around the 20th of next month, maybe the 27th, maybe the 21st, but it'll be around the 19th. I guarantee you it'll be between August 19th and August 22nd or 23rd. It's going to be around one of those times. And I have to say that this is also the first time that I've read an issue out of my subscription without having to look at the 5-part previews, which is kind of ironic, because I go to the Sonic Stadium board, I go to Saturday AM Sonic, I go to Saturday Morning Sonic, and there was no 5-part preview whatsoever. I don't know if there was in the Mobius forums, but there was no 5-part preview. Now, I don't know if this is because Ian Flynn probably asked people, probably asked Archie Comics, hey, can you not do the previews? I'm not really sure, folks. And it's the first time that I've read an issue without reading the summary provided by someone like Chaos Control 14, or reading the summary that's put up at the archiesonic.wika.com Mobius Encyclopedia. It's the first time in quite some time, ladies and gentlemen, that I've had to read this whole issue from the first page all the way through, and I will say this: I'm glad I did, because people who did get the issue, they said on various forums that things are getting interesting, things are getting good, and I have to agree that they are. Basically what happens is we continue off at where 226 left us, and basically we have the Freedom Fighters, if you will, Sonic, Sally, Boomer, aka Rotor, and Antoine, going through this underground cave, if you will, that's filled with water. Now, Sonic's fear of water is acknowledged here, but Sally says, don't worry, just hold on to me and I will guide you. Well, something like that. Now, before this, the ground kind of falls through or something like that. And Sally kind of climbs down a little bit, and Antoine helps her down. Now, here's what Sonic kind of notices and doesn't like. Sonic notices Antoine calling Sally my chérie, and Sally calling Antoine sweetie. Okay, now put yourself in Sonic's shoes. What is the first thing that would go through your mind hearing something like that? I tell you what would go through my mind, the same thing that's gone through Sonic's. You see, after they swim through under the water and everything, they find out that it's filled with booby traps. Now, the 3 out of the 4 are able to get out of there, in one piece. Antoine, however, falls with the waterfall, doesn't make it out, basically. Antoine doesn't make it out of the underwater waterfall and all that. Now, Sonic apologizes and regrets that he should have been able to help the friend there. But then, what surprises Sonic is how calm Sally and Boomer, aka Rotor, are about it. He's surprised that they kind of feel that Antoine's going to be alright, and that no harm will really come to him. Now Sally also says this at the same time after Sonic says, basically after Sally tells Sonic, that she feels Antoine's going to be okay and be alright, Sonic says the one thing that, again, after hearing Antoine call her my chérie and her call him sweetie, Sonic says the one thing that I think any guy that would hear this would kind of be questioning about, or would want to say. Antoine kind of tells Sally, well, wait a minute, your boyfriend just fell to his doom almost, and yet you feel you guys are cool with this? What's going on? He wants to know, what's going on. Why are they so cool with it? Why are they so calm? And then Sally basically has to confront Sonic, correct Sonic right there finally, and says, first of all, basically what Sally does is she confronts Sonic by saying, first of all, Antoine's not my boyfriend, we're just close friends. And that for some reason, she just feels that he's going to be fine because she knows, she just has this feeling about it. So basically what's happening here is that even though Antoine didn't make it out of the underwater cavern along with the rest of them, they still feel he'll be alright. And the reason they feel that he'll be alright is because they just have this feeling. Her and Rotor and now even Sonic kind of have this feeling like, you know what, you're probably right, he'll probably be okay. But here's the thing, why are they having these feelings? Well, it's real simple, folks, why they're having them. It's because the memories are coming back very slowly. They're starting to recall some things. I mean, in the issue, Sonic acknowledges Boomer, Rotor, if you will's, ability of getting that robot in the last issue, along with the Flicky inside, to be on their side. Or the Flicky piloting it on the side. And he asks, basically, how did you do that? And Rotor basically says, Rotor or Boomer has to say, I don't know, it just comes naturally. So there you go. Basically, there's a lot of hints, finally, a lot of things are breaking through to them. Now, when they finally hit the scrap zone, of course, Sally gives it a big old name, something like the Brain Seam Scrap Zone, something like that. And Sonic thinks, are you kidding me? That is the stupidest name I've ever heard. And Sally's like, look, he's a madman. What do you expect? So him and Rotor kind of come up with better ideas, like, you know what would be a better name for this place? Robotropolis, or New Megalopolis. But they decided to go Robotropolis. Which, of course, again, probably refers to the fact that they are getting the memories back. Now, again, there are some situations throughout the issue where they do sort of get the memories back. As a matter of fact, let me look at my issue here. I haven't done this in a while either. Looking at it while reviewing. I wish they would put the boards back on these things. Those were easier. Well, anyway, sorry about the silence there for a second. Anyway, they do finally confront they finally do, it's in the scenic scrap brain zone, if you will, that they finally do confront Dr. Robotnik, or Dr. Eggman. Now, he says he's tired of that name. He doesn't like being called Eggman, and that he has a real name. Well, anyway, getting back to the issue, he puts Sonic in a force field, and but Sonic uses this to his advantage. And just when it looks like Sonic is possibly going to be defeated, or Robotnik's personally about to be defeated, that's when the water, or the freezer, or whatever you want to call it, the water in the pipes that Antoine went with, flood the pipe that Robotnik's in, and Antoine basically is revealed to be alive. But it's thanks to Antoine that Sonic's able to get an advantage, and thus it also allows Boomer, to reverse the force field, imprisoning Sonic. Now, at the end of the issue, Sally, Rhoda, and Boomer think, oh cool, everything's fine, we defeated him. But Sonic's like, well, you know how you had that feeling Antoine was okay? Nothing really bad happened to him? And and Sally acknowledges it, like, yeah, why? Sonic says, well, I have the same feeling about Eggman, and this thing isn't over just yet. So, overall, I have to say it was a pretty good issue. The letters page, of course, has some fans not really happy about certain things that have occurred in 225 and 226. Some acknowledge that it's good. One person says, hey, I hope, one person who is a long-time reader like I am, is personally saying, hey, I hope you're not changing things up, just for the new readers. And I think either it's Paul or Ian saying, hey, don't worry, the long-time readers that have kept the comic going for 18 years is first and foremost in my mind. Just stick with us through Genesis, and we promise things will have a resolution. So, overall, 227 was pretty good. And the matter of fact, if you're a fan on DeviantArt, and you're a member of the Sally Acorns fan club, or Sally Acorns fans group and fan club, one of the arts that they use in here you might recognize. One of the art that they use you might recognize right there. It is by Sammy H. right there. And it's basically Sally asking, why am I always the fall girl? Can you see that? Yeah, right there. But overall, a good continuation. I know some people don't like Genesis, but again, to me it's a good continuation to this anniversary event. And we'll just have to see what happens at 227. The preview description for 227 is old memories are starting to resurface. So basically, as we get into the next final two issues of this Genesis event in August and September, starting next month, it seems more of the memories will start to come back and resurface, and then possibly by the time we get into the fourth and final part, they'll realize that maybe perhaps in the fourth and final part the memories will finally come full circle, and they'll be like, oh shit, Robotnik did something to our world. So again, overall great story, great issue, and really that's all I have to say about it. And I give it a 9 out of 10, a step down from last issue, but a 9 out of 10. And let's just hope they can keep it going good next issue and in September. And I can't wait to find out how this all plays out come October. So 9 out of 10, and that is my review for issue 227, Sonic the Hedgehog. the Sonic Genesis Summer Anniversary Event Spectacular. Peace out. Comments are welcome down below.